My name's Amanda Hedrick, and I work in Scioto County. I have a story. I serve as the Director of Campus Partnerships in the Center for Lifelong Learning at Shawnee State University. And I got to work with the GRIT program last summer when we partnered on a workforce training program called Bear Tracks. We had 54 students show up to participate in that workforce training. And of those students, I have a couple of stories that I want to share because that's the best part of my job is the opportunity to change a life. One of the students came to us and really didn't think that he could ever be successful outside of high school. He was driving for Uber Eats and just really didn't know what his life plan was. He didn't want to pursue military, didn't want to go to college, didn't have a job lined up, but he knew that he was interested in technology. He came to campus and he worked on his CompTIA Security Plus certification. He passed that certification and then went on to do an internship at our local ESC. He was actually there to speak with a group about broadband and made such an impression on the people in the room that day that they offered him a job right on the spot. A few weeks later, I was at an event for a ribbon cutting ceremony for a shared workspace, and he heard someone say my name. And probably 15, 20 minutes later, I was in the reception area, and he was like, I heard your name, I knew you were here, and I had to find you. He was like, I just wanted to tell you thank you for believing in me, for giving me the opportunity, for asking me to come and speak on behalf of our community. And it's just stories like that that make like all of the other things that are so hard in your day-to-day, life worth it. And then another student that I had the opportunity to work with pursued the healthcare credential. We were doing phlebotomy and EKG for those students that wanted to pursue healthcare. And he was a rock star. Like every day he showed up, he worked hard, he was leading other students studying, after hours, trying to figure out the content. He passed not only the EKG credential, but also the phlebotomy credential. He got his basic life support with CPR, first aid, all of those things. And at the end of the summer program, he knew that he wanted to continue earning those credentials. He has since earned his certified clinical medical assistant certification. I mean, this kid's a rock star. He's amazing. And I had the opportunity to meet his family. And when I talked to his mom, I was like, every mom's proud of their kids. That's the job of a mom. But I said, I don't think that you understand how special this kid is. I've never had an opportunity to work with a student that has a stronger work ethic. And he hadn't applied to go to college anywhere yet. And he's a senior, and this is February. You need to do those things early because most of the deadlines are, January, February, March. You've got to get on it. You got to apply for scholarships. If you're going to go to school, now is the time. And his mom kept saying, I keep encouraging him to apply, and he just doesn't know. He wants, and I was like, look, he can do anything that he wants. And he has the potential, to pursue a medical degree if he wants to, or to, if he wants to be a doctor someday. Whatever he wants to do, he can do that. And she immediately started to tear up because, you think that your kid's special, but when you hear someone else say it and believe in them and celebrate them and get to share in those successes, it's really, really powerful. And none of this would be possible without grit. And I think that's the thing that I appreciate most is we're a small town. I grew up in Southern Ohio. I lived in Portsmouth my entire life. I had the opportunity to go away to college. I had the opportunity to come back and work at a university that has kind of been an anchor for our small town. And we're all doing great things. We really are. But no one was putting all of those pieces together. And that's what the GRIT program has been able to do. They've been able to take the successes with community action and Ohio Means Jobs and the resources that are available and put all of those pieces together. It's kind of like the glue that's bridging those opportunities and helping support people that are kind of caught in those areas where they just don't know what to do next, or they've been, discouraged. To have someone believe in you and lift you up and support you and say, you are talented, you are capable, you can do this. It's just incredible. And so this summer we have an opportunity to work with students again. Christy called earlier in the year and said, hey, do you think we could double the size of the program? I'm like, sure, yes, let's do it. And so we're hoping to have students come and earn their basic EMT or phlebotomy credential or a manufacturing with CPT, 4.0, Lean Six Sigma, all of these things, business and education, all of these different tracks, technology. But we're changing lives one student at a time. And when we do that, it's just going to keep spreading. There's been so many people have come up to me, like, we heard about a student's experience and we want to find out, how can we be a part of that experience? And so I think that's the really cool thing. And we can do it together. But GRIT's been the catalyst to make all of this happen.